Yeah. Planetary trader. Charts lit. Wrist tight. Inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing the counts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah that's the plan. Side bar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund the dream.
What is up, everyone? What is up? What's up? What's going on? JLB, Yoda, Cosmos, Typhoon, Corey, Trader University. Oh, thank you. Hello, teacher. Tony Gold. Not trading Asia, lost 12.4 today. Ooh. Where's their game? Yeah, that hurts. J-Ba, what's going on? What's up, Trader University? What's going on? What's going on? So today, I lost a little bit of money. Not too bad though. So I end up getting another daily payout. The daily payouts are back. I ended up losing one pro account. I still have these accounts right here that haven't been excuse me, haven't been activated yet, but I got this one over. The other one was a sacrifice, but that's okay. So another, what, $1,500 payout today. Take profit trader. So we're back with the daily payouts, guys. Back with the daily payouts. Apex, I decided to copy trade only 10 accounts today, so half of what I have. So I have 20 accounts. You can see them down here. There's 20 accounts, but I decided to rotate them. So this is gonna be my new plan. So I'm gonna be rotating 10 and 10. Today was a losing day. Actually lost about $350 or so. So it is what it is. It is what it is, like Nutty says, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a little more than I wanted to lose. I'd rather keep it around about 200 to 250, but 350s perfectly okay. So that's where I'm at. Oh, Tradeify. Tradeify funded accounts last night. I traded those funded accounts. It was the last trade I made on stream last night. And it was green and they stayed green. So, and that's about it. It's one of those things where I get, you know, if I have those funded accounts or if I have a take profit trader account, I just don't want to trade anything else. Jake Sunrise in the house. Design knob, what is up? Silver went crazy. I didn't even watch Silver go nuts. Oh, big little rug pull there this afternoon. So they had the Fed meeting, FOMC meeting minutes. Didn't really do much. We ended up coming back. We ended up just coming back in the middle of this, almost touching the open, and then just kind of hung right out at the middle of the range. 50% retracement basically, and then just that's where we closed. We're at the VWAP. As far as gold goes, yeah, gold and silver kind of got kabooshed a little bit. So we'll see. I'm trying to figure out which accounts I want to trade. So I didn't touch any of these accounts, all 10 of these Apex accounts. So I just traded half of them. I don't know, just trying something new. I don't know why. Getting signed into my Tradeify accounts. Maybe we'll sign up, trade those. Don't want to trade this one. I don't want to accidentally, I want that daily payout. So I'm going to take that daily payout, pay myself back for, well, quite a bit of the yesterday's expenses, because I end up spending $2,000 something activating the 20 Apex accounts, and then I bought a few Tradeify evals. So I spent quite a bit of money. And so yeah, I'm gonna pay myself back that $1,500 for a daily payout. So not too bad. Probably come to around like $1,200, $1,300, something like that after the commissions. How'd you guys do today? Chris in the house, what's up? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Guys, smash that like button if you guys are just joining. Sherry in the house. John buys distressed real estate. What's going on? Roller coaster ride, barely survived. I thought the price action was very strange. I felt very out of sync. I felt out of sync last night, obviously on stream. I kind of got beat up a little bit, but yeah, I just kind of felt out of sync today too. Out of sync last night. I don't know what it is. Tomorrow I'm just gonna be very systematic. And I hopefully tomorrow I won't do much trading. That's the goal. So not much trading. Today on my Apex accounts, I was down quite a chunk and managed to grind back some. So I got this Tradeify account. Actually, I hit DLL last night. That's right, I forgot. So I had $726 left in that. These accounts, I got a little base hit start, $228 a piece on all 3 of those accounts. So it was that last trade of the night last night. This account's at 726 drawdown. So I might try to trade that, see if I can get that one back. All right, I got the market opening up here at about 6 or 7 minutes, and let's see what we can do. So I don't really know what to expect. Let's take a look at the news. The news. Check out Forex Factory. Not much news tonight. Obviously we had those FOMC meeting minutes. Supposedly Trump was speaking earlier today or later this afternoon. And I don't know if he's going to continue to speak or what's going on. But tomorrow we have unemployment claims at 8:30. We have Friday, we have PMI and advanced GDP, core price index in the morning as well. So that's what we got going on. 8:30 Eastern time, 9:45 Eastern time on Friday. So something to watch for. We do have some earnings coming up too. Not today, but some impactful earnings. I think, yeah, next week, Wednesday, NVIDIA earnings after close. So after the market closes, you have NVIDIA earnings next Wednesday. That'll be an event. If I can, I might actually stream late that afternoon. See what we can do with it. That'll be interesting. So yeah, that's next Wednesday. So that should be fun. iTrades, what's going on? No inside bars last night. I know, such weird price action. I mean, so last night we were trading and not one inside bar the whole time I streamed. One happened right after I hopped off stream. So right after I hopped off the first inside bar, it actually paid. If you took it, that was last night. But yeah, this whole mess right here that we tried to trade, we got no inside bars at all. So that one actually paid pretty well, and that first inside bar, and then the price action picked up last night. Went higher after Tyler kept telling me to short, that he was gonna short all night, and I'm still holding the short. I'm just down like 300 points, no big deal. Tyler, is Tyler listening? Just joking. No one knows. Brianna, what's up? I got out early today. Wasn't feeling the price action. I wasn't either. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but yeah, I felt very out of sync today. It's kind of up and down. It was a little bit crazy. Yeah, just no good. Check on something here, guys. Let me know if Take Profit Trader dashboard updates, so I can take my payout. It's Mo Bro in the house. What's up? Jake Sunrise was on a 50K with bounce 62,000 and then lost in last night's trade. Nice trade, $6,000. Jake Sunrise. Oh man, I've been there. You know, the thing is, Jake, it's just like, it doesn't really matter when you're kind of tilty and you're not feeling the market. It doesn't matter how much money you have in your account, it can just go kaboof, you know, just go bye-bye. It's crazy. I don't care if you have $1 million you can still make it go by. Like, it's nuts. I've been there. So I've been there. It's fewer and farther in between, you know, the times where I lose accounts like that, but it still happens. I mean, Friday I had, you know, I lost all my Apex accounts last Friday, and you know, they were well over the buffer. I was kind of cruising to another big payout, and then lost them all. You get that gold, Denny? Oh, come on. Hendrick slobbered all over me. Yeah. Design. What do I spend on evals versus revenue? This year, I don't keep a daily track, but you know, I'm well up over. I'm well up over 60K, 70, probably about 60K this year. And I've spent around, I'm guessing, I have it written down. Like this is me writing it down. This is my bookwork, my bookkeeping. If I had to guess, I spent around 11,000 or so. Or maybe more, actually. Right around, actually, I spent $7,300 one day. Or not one day, but in the span of a few days. Resetting take profit trader accounts. So I would say we're around 16,000, 17,000 this year. So something like that. Get a spreadsheet? No. So I actually was talking to my my friend Terry Trades 100, my trading buddy. I was talking to her and I was saying how much it gets into my head when I keep track every day, because we were talking about someone that market's open too, guys. Talking about someone that was doing very well for a whole month and keeps like very close records of their stuff. And to me, it gets into my head if I go on a daily, day-to-day, like keeping track. Oh, this is what I'm up this week. This is what I'm up today. I kind of loosely know, like, okay, like today, you know, I'm up today or down today. Like I know in the last 2 days I'm down money because I activated all those accounts. But then I have a daily payout coming today, so I'm probably down like $500 in this week or something, you know. I kind of like loosely know. But anyways, my point is like they keep track every single day. And on the very last day of the month, last month, they lost all the money that they made the previous that month, you know. So on the very last day of the month, they lost everything they had on that month. And I know exactly why, because psychologically what happens is if you start to slip sometimes, you're trying to stay up on that high water mark. And then all of a sudden it can just spiral out of control because you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm losing half of what I made this month, when really you should just stop there and just say, oh, I lost half of what I made this month. But they didn't, and they just kept trading until they lost their whole month's profit. And so I try to just like vibe it, and I don't really like keeping track much. You know, obviously tax season, right? You know, then you gotta keep, you know, pull out all your receipts and all that stuff. But yeah, just kind of a crazy thing. Oh, look at this, gold pushing down. I don't know if it popped at the open or not, but didn't look like it. So maybe this might have been the day it actually got kabooshed. Yeah, so. But yeah, I'm not like Nutty Bar or 0 Day where I just keep these spreadsheets and stuff. I just can't. First of all, I don't even know how to do a spreadsheet. I've never done one in my life. I barely know how to turn it on the computer. But yeah, I just don't like to. I also like don't even care like I know a lot of times you guys will ask me, oh, like, what do I need to get to a payout on this account? You know, a 50K take profit or trade day account. Like, what do I need to get to a payout? I'm like, I don't even know, because when I trade, I kind of like not to know. I don't want to know news. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know like how much I need to get to a payout. Once I get to like, you know, over the buffer, and then I start looking, you know, the trailing buffers, then I start looking like, okay, what do I need to get to a payout now that I'm over the buffer? Because like, to me, it's like, until I'm over the buffer, like nothing matters. Because I'll just, you know, I don't want to trade that P&L. Now, a little different with Take Profit Trader. I know exactly what I need to get to to get to a daily payout. Today, I knew I needed to get over that $3,000. I traded my ass off today, though, to get over it. If you look, I'm sure I took a lot of trades. Yeah, 41 trades today. 78% win rate. That's pretty good. 41 trades to get over that buffer, to get a daily payout. High watermark, 3,615. So I gave back a little bit. But yeah, I traded, as you can see, I traded Nasdaq minis to get there. You can kind of see the average trade here was around, it was around like 200 to risk 200 to make 200. Largest winning trade 450, largest losing trade 565. So yeah, that's what I did today to get to be able to take that daily payout. So, but yeah, so with Take Profit Trader, anything over $2,000, you can take a daily payout. So we'll take the daily payout as soon as that happens, and then as soon as the dashboard updates. And then what we'll do is hopefully get another daily payout tomorrow. That's the goal. Trader 007 in the house. Yo, Jim, what is up? What is the best value right now? My funded futures, $49. If you've never traded with my funded futures per quiz. For the 25K account, it's 49 bucks. No activation fee when you use code PINE. In my opinion, that's the best deal currently if you've never traded with them. So that's for new users. Money's the only the byproduct. Trust the process, like Dakota says. He's not wrong. I kind of agree with that, Coach Fred. It can get in your head if you're trying to play your P&L. It gets in your head for sure. Ooh, getting that push up here. Nasdaq. Take a look at gold. Gold got yanked down to 4,970 and then bounced 20 points. That's wild. And then right back into this range. There's got to be something to kind of trading the gold open. Little Alpine, if he's listening, style trade. You know, getting that little scalping. I don't know. There's got to be something to it. The gold Globex Open has been moving big time. Nasdaq push it up higher. Silver, I imagine, is right back towards. Ooh, silver. Oh, that's weird. All right, silver pushed up. Gold got yanked down and then is pushing up. That's interesting. But gold, silver sitting right at the VWAP here. Gonna watch Nasdaq. Gonna look for those inside bars, and then yeah, and just kind of like look at the inside bars on the gold, and then look for possible reversals here. Let's take a look at the hourly here on Nasdaq. Breaking an inside bar on the hourly, not really uncommon that we have an inside bar just before the market closes. You can see here last night, same thing. So the market, like, you know, oftentimes will consolidate. Same thing here. So Usually get that inside bar hourly at the market close, the last hour of the day. Not uncommon. Maybe something to take a look at. You know, taking that break if you can for a little scalp. That's the thing. Like today, I traded like a madman, but my favorite thing to do is during New York is just be able to scalp a nice trade. You know, whether it's 10, 15, 20 points on Nasdaq, and then be done for the day. And you just do that. You string together a few days of that, and next thing you know, you're like right out of payout. And that's my favorite thing to do. The funny thing is with me, it's like I'd rather spend time back testing or like looking at charts than actually trading them. I don't know why lately, but it's kind of how I feel. Fiber Splice in the house. Hey, yo, Kato, what's up? Chip Smith. Set a DLL to your average daily win. Yeah, no, that's a great idea, Mike the Barbarian. I do the best, definitely, when I set daily loss limits for sure, but sometimes nothing stops me. Nothing will stop me. Do I use a trade copier? Yeah, I'm using Trade Syncer right now. I'm not endorsing it, but I use Trade Syncer. What's my strategy? Inside bars, outside bars, bull flags, bear flags, 5-minute chart, price action stuff. Yep. Thank you, Fiber Splice. Using my code PINE on Take Profit Trader. Just watching here. We're kind of going parabolic at the moment. Nice little ORB break to the upside. Silver's popping. Which plan is $49? It's the it is it's the 25K. I thought it was a 25K flex. But could be wrong. Take a look at the Discord, actually. Actually, I know I can find it. I can find it. 25K flex. 25K flex. I kind of forgot there. Buellnox still solid? Yeah, I still like Buellnox, Stockstown, but they only have Rhythmic at the moment, so I'm not trading with them because they only have Rhythmic. Now their plan is to get Tradeovate or maybe they'll get this new one that's kind of looking like Project X. I forgot what it was called, but that's the only reason. But yeah, no, they're solid. They're great. I'm anxious to start trading with them again, but ever since I got rid of Project X, I was like, oh, I don't want to get Rhythmic again. I don't want to get Quan Tower and set all that up. I'm just lazy about it. I just like having Tradeovate. I'm used to looking at the charts, and then I have all my stuff that I need, and yeah, I just don't want to bounce around. Do I trade inside bars on YM? I do not trade inside bars on YM. I actually trade YM. I trade a lot of Harami candles with YM. These purple ones. So I'll trade a lot of that. Yeah, no, I don't really trade inside bars on YM. They don't work as good. I think it's just because of the volatility is not as great as it is with Nasdaq. Yeah, they don't work as good. You can kind of see right here that they don't work that great. So yeah, I actually don't trade the YM inside bars. Asian session is very hard for me to trade. Hopefully I can learn from you. Oh, as AZ, it's hard for me too to trade. I mean, I try to take trades as best I can. You know, I try to see if I see an inside bar or if I have an idea, I take it. But yeah, I kind of trade it the same way as I do in New York. It's just New York is a lot quicker. So yeah, I can get beat up. That's why I try not to trade too many of my funded accounts and stuff during Asia. But yeah, I try my best. You know, I try my best. We have really good days on the stream. I'll make $3,000-$4,000 on the stream, but some nights, but then some nights, you know, I blow through 2 accounts and, you know, getting chopped up. Like last night, I got chopped up real hard, right until the last, I would say half hour of the stream, and I made a really good trade to get back green. But yeah, I try my best. Thank you, Perquiz. Appreciate that. Bodine in the house. Fiber Splice. Smash the like button. Thank you so much. Been there and nothing stopping. I set low, so worse. Case of forks is pause for. Yeah. Mike the Barbarian. Yeah, good idea. I traded. You know, I took Bulenox accounts. I took 3 of them to almost 4 payouts in a row. So back to back to back to back, and it was. And I kept like a $600 daily loss limit. And on Project X, and I would lock it in every single day, and that really helped. And unfortunately, with Tradeovate, you can't really do that. I mean, you can do it, but you can just go back in and change it. So I try not to blow up accounts as much as possible, but sometimes it happens. I lost one today. I lost a TBT Pro. Brand new one, but it was, so I said, I've been saying for a few days now where I'm stopping at nothing to try to just get one over the buffer on TPT Pro so I can start getting daily payouts. I didn't even want to do it. I didn't even want to trade my Apex accounts, my 20 Apex accounts, until I got one over the buffer, because what happens is what I'll do is I'll focus mainly on Take Profit Trader to try to get a daily payout. And then I'll just take 1 to 3 trades on my Apex accounts and win or loss, and that'll be it, you know. And then if I do any degenning or trying to like catch a big move, then I'm going to do it with a Take Profit Trader Pro account, because there's no sense of trying to catch like a 50, 60, 100, 200 point move with my Apex accounts, because there's that consistency. And all I want to do with Apex is make, you know, $100 to $300 a day for the next 2 weeks, and then just be able to take a big, you know, $20,000-$30,000 payout like I just did again. So that's the goal with those, and hopefully we'll get there. I am watching Nasdaq here. We are pushing up towards that 25,000 level, kind of stalling. Very, very nice push to start, but then it's kind of stalling now. Hopefully it's not that slow tonight. Watching gold as well, a little inside bar pop. Coming back, test of VWAP. Not really seeing anything there either. Just watching. Would you use 25K on a TBT to get some payouts faster, Stephen Gordon? Not lately. I think because my trading style's changed a little bit, but I've used to trade 25K Take Profit Trader accounts, and I kind of need a little more room, just kind of the way I've been trading lately with the minis with Take Profit Trader. So I need a little more room, but it's not a bad idea. Yeah, so my largest payout with Take Profit Trader ever came with a 25K, so I got nothing against them, that's for sure. Just because I caught a nice trade with a 25K and made 10K that day, and they locked me out. So I wouldn't say my largest payout, but my largest single day with Take Profit Trader was 10,000, and that was with a 25K account. But it is nice to be able to get over that buffer real quick, right? Project Y, you look like a Harami candle, Dead Wolf. Thanks. Up $11, might call it a night, D-Bon. Watching from Brazil, welcome. I love that you guys are watching all over the world. Long if this neckline breaks. Good luck. When will we see Trade Evade on Beelnox? I don't know. I just heard through the grapevine that someone asked support and they said that they're getting it soon. So I haven't heard anything. They don't tell. Little Wang Janman. The funny thing is, Beelnox, I don't know a thing. They don't know me. I don't know them. There's no affiliate manager. There's nobody to talk to. It's weird. But they have great customer service for everyone. But yeah, it's like literally they don't send you like affiliate emails. They don't send you nothing. Like, it's crazy. Matter of fact, I've asked for free accounts to give away to you guys from Beelnox, and they said, yeah, sure, you just buy them first. So they want me to buy them and then let them know who wins, so that way they can give them to you guys. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, why would I do that? Like, if I'm gonna, I'd rather just give you $20 in PayPal or something and just have you go buy an account. Like, why would I just go through like 4 steps to do it? It's funny, yeah. Taking the stab. Canary Trader, good luck. Slowly walking through Take Profit trades to buffer myself. Let's go. 250 days per count. See, that's the trick. It's either you get it over the buffer real quick or just take little base hit days. And I agree with both, you know. Yeah, people in a rush to make money, absolutely. Apex have monthly fees after funded. No, they have lifetime FL. So they have a deal on the lifetime right now. So you can pick both, but yeah, if whatever one. So a lot of people go with whichever one's cheaper because their idea is like, well, I'm gonna blow the account within a month anyway. But yeah, just go right now. Go to the lifetime if you pass an account. Honest take, horrible. Yeah, if you didn't catch the move, this morning, this was just complete garbage and chop. Now, my best trade came later in the day, in the afternoon, looking for these equal lows right here. These equal lows right off that 20 level. The magical 20s. I finally caught it probably after like 3 or 4 tries, and I ended up taking a short, and I was in micros of all things, and I ended up getting a take profit there at that low. That was my best trade of the day. Besides that, I couldn't even tell you what trades I took. It was kind of erratic, but yeah, it was just complete chop. And then once it started to go, I go, well, maybe we take out these equal lows, and then it wants to try to bounce back up. Because if you look at the hourly here, we still have all these single prints sitting right up through here. These inefficiencies or gaps or single prints or whatever you guys want to call them, right up through here. I keep pushing the wrong button, sorry. And we still haven't quite filled it yet. You know, we pushed up back into it and haven't actually kept going. So kind of interesting. I haven't been digging the price action, but if we see something, we'll scalp it. What's lifetime? Oh, it's just the activation. So they'll have a lifetime activation for like Coach Fred, $75 right now. So it's 90% off Apex, and then depending on the size of the account you got is the activation fee. But yeah, I always buy lifetime, even though sometimes I lose the accounts within the month. I've always bought lifetime, so it's a lifetime activation fee. Yeah, Take Profit Trader locks you out on 10,000 in one day. Trading analytics. So if you make $10,000 in one day, doesn't matter what size of the account, it will lock you out. I think if you even look, so like this account right here is up to 3,500 today. So I'm going to take the daily payout, but let's just say I didn't take the daily payout. I could make 10,000 today, and it would lock me out at 13,565. So it's only 10,000 in one day. That's how they control risk, right? I mean, they can't let you go infinite. I mean, because what would happen is that you get people with money, this bunch of people with money, what they do is they go in, they'll reset an account, and they'll just full port it with silver minis. They'll go full port 6 silver minis on a 50K. They'll catch a move, and it'll go $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 or something. So they can't do that. So what they do is they limit their risk by having a profit trigger. And I think you can see it. I'm not sure. Yeah, right here. See the daily profit trigger? $10,000 from the provider. So in one day, $10,000 per account, and that's per account too. So, and what they used to do is you made 10,000 in one day, they would just move you into Pro Plus. I think they're changing that now, because that was kind of silly, because that doesn't really show that you're a good trader or consistent or anything like that. Sometimes you get a little lucky and you catch a nice trade, like I did once and got moved into a live account. Probably about a year and a half ago, because I caught, actually probably about a year ago. It was during April that we had that massive volatility. I'm looking to possibly try a short here. Possibly. I'm just watching right now, though. It's starting to look like it wants to break this little flag area. But I'm going to try a short. I'm just going to try to place a target down here at 42. Basically the low. And the idea is just a trade that I like to try sometimes if I can get it cheap enough, where I fade the 5-minute ORB. So we kind of pushed up, we rejected, had this big kind of engulfing candle, and I'm just going to try a short here, and I'm going to target the low of the day to see if we can break both sides of the 5-minute ORB. It's kind of an I think play more than an inside bar or an outside bar. So just the 2 micros. I don't have that much drawdown left on this account, so I'm trying to save it from going bye-bye. If I catch a nice little trade down here, be up $140, risking about 80. Watching gold and silver too for zero prints. Got a lot of zero prints down to the downside on the gold, which makes sense actually. So I want to keep an eye on gold. If we put in a bit of a reversal, I want to watch this area for targets. So we got this area here so that we can watch for targets. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, I'm short 975. It is a bit of a bull flag looking, so it's probably not a very high probability trade, but we'll try it. Maxos, Omnius. What is up, Omnius? Good to see you, man. Hi, I love you. Please tell me how you pass Lucid accounts. Depending on which account. I pretty much pass accounts the same way every single New York Open. I'm just, I'm looking for volatility at the Open, and I'm playing pass or smash usually with evals. I'm not gonna mess around that much. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll look for the first inside bar, and then I'll take it and I'll go in 2-3 minis, sometimes more depending on the size of the account. Like today, you could get almost 20 points out of that inside bar before it broke that to the upside. But a lot of times I'll look for something like that. So that very first inside bar, if you take a look back to yesterday, so you had the very first inside bar right here. If you would have took the short, and if you had a day one pass account, that's 70 points. And you would have risked, if it did pop up, which I don't know what it did, it might have popped up and then dropped. So you wouldn't have took much heat at all, because this candle came back and tested your entry, or actually just above your entry. But yeah, I mean, I'll just look for things like that. And a lot of times what I'll do is if I have a trailing drawdown account, I'll hop in one mini and then I'll just add to it aggressively as it's pushing on momentum. So like if this started pushing down on momentum, I'm going to add aggressively down to it. And that's how I pass the accounts in one shot a lot of times. So here's an outside bar. That's not a good sign. I might just get out of this. Just gonna get out of this outside bar. I don't like that. We'll see what happens. I really want to just wait for an inside bar, but man, we have not been getting them at nighttime. So down a whopping $44. Gold still pushing higher. Just gonna stay patient, wait. I think it's around 20-30,000 before they consider you live. Yeah. Yeah, take profit trader. Like if you start like getting, if you're consistently getting payouts every single day, and you're pushing 15, 16 to 20,000 on those accounts, then yeah, you're probably gonna look. They're gonna look to put you in the live into the Pro Plus, which is a goal of mine. That's a goal of mine this year, is to have 5 Pro Plus accounts. Once I don't know if they stopped it for a while because of gold and silver, but I'd like to be able to do that. And because of the 90-10 split versus the 80-20, that really adds up when you're taking consistent daily payouts. An extra 10% really can add up. So I would like to be able to put in that Pro Plus category where I can stay consistent enough with Take Profit Trader, where once you pass a eval, they automatically move you into Pro Plus, like Alpine Trader or Alfred. I don't know if Alfred's in the chat, but one of our mods, Alfred, they put him in the Pro Plus every time he passes an eval. They don't put you in the Pro if you're really consistent, because they just feel like you're just gonna get right back to Pro Plus anyway, and it's less risk for them if they put you in the live, right? All right, so I'm flat again. I'm just at that outside bar. Boy, the market's been a little bit slow the past few nights until after 8 p.m. Unfortunately. Breakout or fake out? Gold. Gold Gold always feels like a fake out to me. Every time I try to go in momentum on gold, I get smoked like I did last night. So I'm just gonna try to wait for another inside bar. Nice inside bar long though on gold. I mean, in hindsight, right? But I didn't see it. I was watching Nasdaq. I think gold, if I had to guess, I'd say gold could come back and just kind of fill this gap area right in here. It doesn't like to leave these open fair value gaps and things, or inefficiencies, whatever you guys want to call them. I don't know what you guys call them, but all that ICT stuff, I learned from you guys and watching other streamers. I always say like backfilling the candle, things like that. On Lucid Flex accounts, so Lucid Flex is 50% consistency. So yeah, it's just the same thing, really. I mean, here's the what you really want to do. It's like I can tell you how to pass an account in like 2 seconds, but like that's not really going to help you once you get funded, because in my opinion, James, like you might as well just buy a straight to funded account, you know, in a way, because it's not really going to help you. Like once you get funded, you really should just be trading your edge. So whatever your edge and practicing it, you know. So I mean, because I can pass it. I mean, I can pass, you know, one of these accounts in 10 seconds. It could blow in 10 seconds, but I can also pass it in 10 seconds, you know. So, but it doesn't really help you much, you know. Because you guys want to pass accounts, you just wait till next Wednesday when NVIDIA news comes, and you just put a bracket of, you know, you just do a bracket of Apex, you know, like an Apex pass, and you go 10 minis and like this with no stop loss, and you just bracket above and below before the NVIDIA earnings, and it's probably going to go one way or the other, and then you're going to pass the account, you know. But yeah, it's just, you just want to trade your edge as best you can. It's whatever your edge is. All right, this is looking a little better. I might hop back in the NQ short. So right back in the same entry, which is fine. This outside bar is still making me nervous, but I'm gonna hop in and just try it again. Well, we'll take little paper cuts. It's perfectly fine if I can catch a move. Place to stop at the high, and getting below this outside bar will really make me happy. If this outside bar holds, then not so much. So see if we can actually catch a win. Man, I feel like I'm on a drought on stream, especially. There's a nice push there off this Harami. I really like to see it break down below that 65 though. Stops at the high, take profits at the low. Session low. Can I please explain the inside bar? Yeah, so the inside bar is just simply the body and the wick is in the body of the wick of the previous candle, and it puts in an inside bar. And the way I trade it is now some other people in the chat, they trade it differently, but the way I trade it is I just simply look for the break. So if it breaks the low, I go short. If it breaks the high, I go long, and the stop goes on either side. Same way as I took this trade right here. So we broke this Harami, and I'm short, right? Stop, normally I would place it right here above this Harami candle, but because the high of the day is kind of right there and I'm in micros, I can afford to risk a little bit more, and that's a little safer for me to place a stop, you know. I want the market really have to come back and get me, you know. So yeah, that's kind of how I trade them. Very, very simple. Try to see if we can grind this account back. If we can get some momentum pushed down here. This was a very bullish candle though, especially for Globex open. But if we can start to get some momentum, I will add to this trade, add to the winning trade, and see if we can make some good coinage on it. You ever, you know, when I add to winning trades, here's a thought that I was having today, because, you know, I'm sure some of you guys have been there where you're adding to a losing trade. Not the people that DCA systematically. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about averaging into a losing trade because you're trying to get out of it, and it just keeps going against you and keeps going against you until your account blows. If you flip that script and you catch a momentum trade where it's really moving in your favor and you keep adding to it, it kind of works the same way. And that's how I usually get over the buffer on a pro account, a TPT pro account, on day one, in essentially, you know, one single trade idea. Doesn't happen, doesn't work all the time, but sometimes, you know, if you can catch those momentum trades, man, they're a beautiful thing. Today was a good one. I ended up catching that momentum after being paper cut all day long, and I had a target in mind. So when I was looking at the minis on NQ, I was like, oh, I'm like, we have those equal lows right here on that 20 bounce, and I'm like, we're gonna run that hard. And then I don't know if you guys were watching the market, but once it started to head for that, I was I was in micros and I was adding like a madman, like, into that trade, and I had to take profit right below there, and I just kept adding, and then finally, bang, it smacked. But it's nice to be able to, it's nice to look left sometimes and see those little nuanced things. Market likes to run that stuff. All right, I'm gonna Nasdaq short. Take a look at gold. Here's what's gold up to. Big rejection on gold. I want to watch gold. I want to watch gold for if we start getting momentum to the downside. I want to be able to target this area down in here for the zero prints. I'll show you on the DOM what I'm talking about. We have a bunch of, see these gaps? These are zero prints, what I call zero prints. And the price basically just skips over them, but it filled all these orders. And you can see like a big order right here, or sort of big order, like 34 contracts got filled at 49.77, but still had all this around it. Well, oftentimes what the market will like to do is it'll eventually like to come back down and revisit this area and just kind of fill all these little spots, these open spots. So that's what I want to look for on gold. So that's the game plan right there. All right, let's get some momentum, Nasdaq. Let's push down. They are Sibbies, Coach Fred. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a Sibby is. Yeah. TJP, save it for NVIDIA earnings. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Look for NQ for a reversal. Good luck. I wanted to grow my TPT 75K Pro account to 120. So I can trade max size. Did they cap you? Yeah. I think we already addressed that, but yeah. So if you make like 15, 20,000, something like that, you know, they're not gonna keep you in sim very long. Take profit trader. That's a nice thing, you know. They're not gonna ban you, you know, unless you're abusing the system or something like that, or hedging and doing weird stuff. But the nice thing is that they will move you to a live account. 44, the Punisher in the house. Cody, what is up? Short and long, the colors are deceptive. The candle of war delta is many better. Yeah, and that's why I keep my candles neutral. The nice thing is about having these indicators is mainly for streaming, because like I'm looking over at the chat, I'm looking up at my you know, the stream labs, you know, I got a lot going on, and then so while I'm chatting with you guys, and I can look over and I go, oh, there's an inside bar, or there's a harami or an outside bar. It just illuminates for me. So that's the nice thing. But when I trade on Project X or something like that, you know, I don't have any of that stuff. I started keeping the colors. So I used to have a white background with black and white candles. So the candles, I had just had the black and white, and then the white candles had the black outline. And I didn't have any indicators. I didn't have a VWAP. I didn't have anything. And that's how I used to trade, just like Tom Hugard. Tom Hugard wannabe. And that's how I used to trade. And then when I started streaming, I wanted to save your guys' eyes. So I switched to black screens and, you know, changed the colors up a little bit. Put the VWAP on there so I can talk about the VWAP. Now I kind of use it. It's not part of my strategy or anything, but I do use it. I do, you know, I'll think things like, oh, well, we're below the VWAP, or we're above the VWAP, or something like that. But micro silver, I can't trade micros on Tradeify on the silver right now, which sucks. Sucks. The only ones you can trade in micro silver for right now is Trade Day, My Funded Futures, that I know of. I feel like I'm missing one too, but yeah, as far as micro silvers. All right, let's get this push down here. A little inside bar here on Nasdaq. No inside bar on the micros though. Like I said, I'd love to see a break of the 65. I think that'll help us out. I don't feel like it's enough to add to this trade. But yeah. Hopefully we don't just sweep like that and then just pop back up. So hopefully, I don't like that reaction. See how we just kind of like swept that low and then just popped right back up. I hate it when it does that. So I'm going to keep an eye on this trade. Basically, I'm just targeting the low of the ORB. YT, how do I trade? Tape Profit Trader, Pro accounts, 25Ks. Well, I trade minis. Yeah, I trade minis in my pros. Yeah, but I lost. See, here's the thing, YT. I lost a pro account today, so I passed 2 of them yesterday. I had 5 of them that I have passed. You see here, I have 5 of them. Right, these ones I'm just waiting for them to activate. So I had 2 of them that I activated last night. 1 is gone. 1 is past the buffer. Why? Because I traded too big a size. I trade big size to get over the buffer. You know, 1, 2 minis sometimes. So I don't know what trading style you do or how you trade, but you know, I think the trick is to scalp though, because as you can see, so like the trick, I'll show you guys one more time. We're still short Nasdaq. If you look at my performance from today, it's a lot of scalps. See, 265, 275. Oh, you can't really see it, but here. You can see it now. So yeah, you can see like 265, 275, but they're all with minis, right? 250, 295, 400, 450. You know, here's a loss, 330, 565. That was my biggest loss of the day. then 260, 240, 275, 340, 120, 145, you know. I'm scalping till I get over the buffer, till you get over the buffer, you know. Then once you're over the buffer, which is probably right around here somewhere, then you can actually see, once I'm over the buffer, you can actually see I switched to micros. And I was trying to make a little more money. Just a little more money. Just trying to make a little money. Yeah. So just the micros. So then I tried to give it back at the end of the day. 270, you know, 275 at 1407. But yeah, I mean, that's because of the intraday trailing, right? Because the intraday trailing will come up and get you. Oh, this market's just chopping again. Just chopping. Let's take a look at gold. Let's watch some gold. Gold. Oh, man, I missed another inside bar on gold. All right, I don't want to get too aggressive. Last night I got too aggressive with gold. But let's try to scale in a little bit on a short on gold. If we can pull back to 499.8, I'm gonna look to short gold. Nasdaq going my way again. Very, very choppy. Just kind of chopping that. All right, short gold, 1 micro. Stop at the high. Same concept right now with gold and Nasdaq. I'm looking for these zero prints down in this area if it wants to move. And what I'll do is I'll kind of add in, scale in on this trade and move my stop. I'll tighten my stop once if it starts to move my way. But right now I'm going to keep the stop right up there at the high. If it wants to come get me, that's perfectly fine. I'll risk $100. But if it wants to push back down and kind of test this wick, then that's what we'll do. And the idea right now is, you know, broke the inside bar here and kind of a little Tory tan line break as well. So, I mean, the purple tan line buys purple Ferraris. So that's what we're going to try. Tommy C in the house. Have I ever reset a pro account? Absolutely. Yeah, I have. And I don't recommend it because you can buy 5. So with Take Profit Trader, it's okay to have backup accounts in a way. Like you can have a few pass. So you're always better off to kind of have a few pass. And that way, if you blow a pro account, you got one right there ready to go instead of having to reset one. So that is like a pro tip, like not financial advice, but like it can really add up quick. Like I said, I spent like $7,300 this year in like a span of like 3 days, trying to reset 150Ks. Really adds up. Can eat into your payouts, you know, really eat into your payouts. Is there a profit trigger for TPT live? It varies. 10,000 in one day, they could move you into live, but yeah. Canary Trader in the house. Sparta, what is up? I'm way behind in the chat again. So short gold, short Nasdaq here. Oh, thank you, Cody. Yeah, it's not easy. Ponzi zombie killer, what's up, Ponzi? It's gonna crash. I hope so. Let it crash. What's up, Ponzi? Good to see you. Long time no see. Casa, what's up? 44 the Punisher. You long in gold for 44 the Punisher. We're fading each other again. Tonight I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. But who knows? I'm gonna trade. What is going on? Your new Trade of 8 credentials is the most soothing email you can have besides the payout approval. Yeah. The worst ones are when you go on tilt and you start getting all the you breached your account emails. Especially when you're copy trading like 20, 30 accounts or something, and you tilt and blow them all. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here comes the emails. I'm okay like blowing an account. Like I mean, it sucks. I just hate blowing accounts when you're right at payout, or all you needed to do was flip a day or something to get to a payout, and instead you had to be a hero and try to make more money or something like that. That's what really sends me on tilt. That's what can really bother me. But you kind of get, part of being a prop trader is that these accounts are very, very small. So you can lose accounts if you're oversized. There's a nice little gold trade right now. I'm in tiny. I'm in 1 micro. I think gold's got me gun shy. I don't want to add into it. I keep trying to get in these trades where you think we're going to get some good momentum, and then you try to add into it on the momentum like you would with a Nasdaq, and the next thing you know, it pops up like 15 bucks on the with gold and takes your account out. So like I said, I'm going to target. So I'm targeting these 0 prints down in here. So this is the level right down in here. When I look for 0 prints on the DOM, I only look at minis. So minis is the only thing that matters as far as charting for me. So whether it's inside bars, outside bars, or 0 prints, or equal highs, equal lows, it's the minis. That's where the bigger money usually is. So that's what I always chart off the minis and then look at the micros if I'm trading the micros. I chart off the minis and I trade off the micros if I'm trading micros. That's what I wanted to say. Here we go. This is a nice trade here so far. See if we can get down and test that 977. Yo, 1 micro. There we go. Nice. Still short Nasdaq as well. That is slowly trying to work. But Nasdaq very choppy on the VWAP. Who do we got in the chat here? Tom Hogarth, not Trader Tom, been fooled all this time. Yeah. Lobber Dauber. PA Creations, Lobber. Yeah, I don't know. Son of Wall Street, what's up? Canary Trader. The Bible Study off Trader, what's up? Tyler, what's up? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Do you reset funded or buy new evals when you blow up, take profit? Yeah, I do. I have reset. I try not to. But yeah, I really try not to. It's too expensive. But yeah, I have. Absolutely. And you know what happens, Con, is that so here's the scenarios that happen and you think like you can do it all the time, is I remember the day I reset, you know, the 25K account. I reset the 25K. It was what, 400 something bucks, and made 10,000 the same day, you know. So then you go, oh well, I can do that again. Well, it's not always that easy. Look at that. That's what gold does to me every time. I'm still looking for that 977. We're still in good shape, but look at that buy up. Nasdaq trying to push down again, targeting the ORB low. Slow price action. Why do they always like this? Just might sure someone help me. Canary Trader? Yeah. Scott Watterson, what is going on? Good to see you. Tim Korth. How do you set up the DOM like that? Mine totally looks different. I don't know. So you mean having the histogram and stuff? So this is, I show bid ask histogram. Show histogram values in the settings. I don't know what else it might look like, but yeah, there's my settings. You also got to click show histogram up here too. Yeah, that's my settings. All right, getting the gold push down here, getting the Nasdaq push down. Everything's looking good so far. Will it continue? What's the best way to pass an eval? I keep answering this question, Ari. I mean, like 3 people have asked me that already today, how to pass an eval. I'm just gonna say, like, even if I showed you how to pass an eval quickly, you get to a funded stage, you're probably gonna blow the funded because you don't know how to trade. If you can't pass the eval, then you're not gonna get to a payout. I'll just be real. I mean, I hate to be that way. The nice thing is that if you think that you can get to a payout, then just buy a straight to funded account. You know, you can buy straight to funded accounts with Lucid right now, or Tradeify. They got straight to funded accounts. You know, and I'm not trying to pick on you or anyone. It's just, it's just so, it's very easy to pass an eval. It's very easy. It just doesn't help you to get to a payout, you know? Team Massive in the house. I'm getting caught up in the chat, guys. I've been rambling again, and trading, and not paying attention to the chat. Let the gold pump. No, we need the gold to dump. Look at this 1 micro, guys, on gold. Beautiful. Guys, I made 1,000. Tyler probably can tell you. He's probably done the same thing. I made $1,000 maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, with 1 micro on gold. 1 micro. Insane gold right now. Getting that push down here. Can we get the continuation? I'm getting a little greedy. I want to see if we can fill some of these zero prints. So let's look at the first target where we could go. Maybe 49.83. Yeah, we just came to that. So 49.83, 49.82. This big group right here, 49.79, right up in there. That'd be a good one for zero prints, I think. There it goes. It's right into my level now. I'm going to move my stop to break even. This is risk off now. Here we go. Come on. Gonna trail my stop. Lock in some money. Let's lock in some money. Let's lock in 120 with 1 micro. 130. It's either gonna go and hit the full TP or not. All right, locking in a little more. Locking in 140. Nasdaq's moving my way as well. There we go. It's filling those zero prints now. On the gold, you can see right here how it's trying to fill these. This 49.80. So it's filling up all these levels. Let's lock in 150. There it goes. Lock in 160. All right, stopped out at 160 or 160 bucks on the 1 micro. Nice trade. Back to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's working in our favor as well so far. Slowly grinding down. So that was a nice gold trade. Of course, you're in 1 micro. You know, if I was in 1 mini, it would definitely get stopped out, but I'm just kidding. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So that's a nice trade. Very happy with that one. Little explanation of the trade. What I was seeing is that, you know, we broke the inside bar right here. We had a little Tory purple Ferrari tan line right here, and went short. Stop went at the high, and was targeting those zero prints down in this zone. So that was the trade. Nasdaq. I've been in this trade for quite a while. I went short off this Harami candle, and I'm targeting the low of the 5-minute ORB. So the first 5-minute candle, and it stops at the high. So that's what we're in on Nasdaq. Grinding this account back a little bit. $883 in the drawdown now. Take profit trader credit card processing down. Oh, really, little Wang Jang? Oh no, that's not good. Stop filled. Oh, that's okay. 44. It's all good. Hey, bro, pass my 50K flex today. Let's go. Currently at 2,600 profit. I feel like just full porting to get 5K-ish. So I have a good buffer, and then can chop away at $250 a day for a payout. Yeah, you can do that with a flex account for sure, because the flex has no consistency, right? So you could do that. Absolutely, Benny. Congratulations on passing it. The best thing about passing a Lucid account, guys, they're still 40% off, up to 5 evals right now. 40% off when you use code PINE is when you pass them, you can activate them the same day. So like I said, I have not been focusing on buying any Lucid accounts for myself right now, just because I've been so focused on my take profit traders accounts and getting those over the buffer. So now I got one over the buffer. Let's just say I have a nice daily payout coming today. I'm still down money this week, probably down like 500 bucks. But let's just say I get a good payout tomorrow, if it happens. Then what I'll do is I'll pay myself back, and then I'll start buying and adding a few evals here and there to try to build up some of my Lucid accounts too. So, because right now I have 3 Tradeify funded, 20 Apex accounts. I got the 4 Take Profit Trader accounts, and then I'll start building up some Lucid accounts again. And I haven't got a payout with Lucid this year. I ended last year with maybe like 18,000 in Lucid payouts, 19,000 in Lucid payouts. in like less than I think like 2 months. And then this year I have not been trading much Lucid, and it's for no reason at all. My payouts have all come from Trade Day, Take Profit Trader, Buell and Ox. I've gotten a payout with Buell and Ox this year. Apex. Yeah, and Tradeify. Yeah, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, Buell and Ox. I haven't traded any Lucids. I don't know. I know I'm a huge fan of Lucid. Well, we'll have to work on that. Oh, yours says Super Doms. All right, I'm gonna get back to the chat, guys. We're in this trade. Super Dom, yeah, you just do this, and then you want to add, say NQ. You just add NQ, and then do that, and it should pop up. What are my thoughts on doing that? It's not a bad idea, but you gotta kind of have to know your ability to do it. You know, I don't know where you're at, Benny, with your payout journey, but one thing that I like to do, or like to say to newer traders, is that you know, of course I can't give you guys financial advice, but you know, I think it's always a smart idea. It's like to pay yourself back as much as you can if you've never gotten a payout. I don't know where you're at in your journey, but whether or not you're someone that gets payouts all the time, or you know, if you're very, you know, big profitable trader. But yeah, just kind of getting us that payout. Don't worry so much about building a massive buffer. You know, you don't want to build up. You kind of want to take what you can with a lot of these props. There's certain props that it's okay to build up a big buffer, you know, if you want to try to take it to live. But right now, it's like if you're in a sim funded account, you know, just take what you can and then take that payout. All right, this is working out very, very nicely. But yeah. How did I make 10K in a day? I've done it a few times now, but the first time, it was with, I caught along with 3 minis, and we were having like 200 or 300 5-minute candles. Look at this. Huh? Who faded me? All right, we can move the stop to break even now. We're actually going to trail the stop. We're going to lock in a little bit of money. And I'm actually gonna add a little bit to this here. And let's get a little aggressive. Does it really want to hold that low? Let's make sure Nasdaq didn't take out the low yet. Nope, it didn't. I'm actually adding into this trade. Come on. We got some zero prints right here too. 41.50 on the micros, which doesn't mean much, but see if Nasdaq has any down there, or the NQ. Ooh, where's my histogram? What is going on? Huh. Oh, there it is. Not much, just some single prints down here, but what is going on with my stuff? That was so weird. Still at 145 on this trade. I ended up adding, and then I got stopped out on 2 runners, and then I added again. I'm actually gonna add here. I'm gonna get a little aggressive. I could pay the price, but I'm still gonna target the low. So made a little bit of money on that push, but hopping back in, thinking that, like, why are we gonna hold this low, or why are we gonna bounce right here? Of course, it could be a double bottom, but I'm thinking that, you know, we might just take out the low of this candle, that 5-minute ORB. I don't really see a reason why we don't, but this is more of an I think play at this point. But everything's kind of pointing to that area. So I'm adding in aggressively. Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. Buy one, get one? I don't think it is, Chris. I don't think it's a buy one and get one, but 25K for 49, yeah. For new users. Use code PINE, MyFunded Futures. Appreciate that. What's the best way to pass a DWI test? I don't know. You gotta run. That's the best way to pass. You run. Con, today, so I do copy trade all my 20 Apex accounts typically, but today I decided to only trade 10 of them. So I traded 10, and then so I'm rotating them. I'm gonna rotate them. Today was a losing day. I lost $350 on 10 of them, so $350 a piece. Come on, get down there. Once I pass 25K, what is the way on the start until the buffer? On a Ari, on which one? Take profit trader, 1500. If you can get over 1500 on a 25K, you can take daily payouts. Yeah, no magic way to pass. You got to go through the process. Yeah, the way I pass is just a complete 100% roll the dice gamble. It's, if I do pass a account on one day, you know, I'm using full port contracts, right? Now, I don't do that typically with accounts that cost a lot of money. So with someone like Apex or something like that, where the accounts right now, when you use code PINE, 90% off, are like 20 bucks. I'm not gonna mess around like trading one at a time. I mean, trading slowly on one, and then like, that's just me personally. Like I bought 37 accounts the other day, and I passed 20 of them. So, and to me, that's just the cost of doing, like, that's just the cost of doing business. And I trade, and I try to copy, or I trade to pass them one at a time too. So I try to pass one at a time. So like, I don't typically buy 20 and then pass 20 at once, like all at, you know, one trade. Like, you can do that. To me, it hurts too much. Sometimes I feel like I'm better off doing that because it's a lot less stress mentally. But yeah, like I said, Nvidia news coming up next Wednesday. A lot of people are going to try to pass accounts during that news. A lot of people are going to trade funded accounts during that news because it's not considered red folder news or trading the news. Trading earnings is not, with most props, is not trading the news, right? Very risky. You know, I don't recommend doing it or anything, but you're going to see people doing that. You're going to see people full porting Nvidia next Wednesday after market close, because it's going to move like, it's probably going to move the market like CPI does, you know. It could move it 100, 200 points, 300 points. It's Nvidia is very heavily weighted in the Nasdaq, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it doesn't really move. So I've been short since up here, but I've added in and then taken some off and then added more in. So right now our average is sitting at 54.40. Currently up about 200 bucks on a beautiful gold short and in this Nasdaq short. But I'm still looking for that low. I still have that bias going on. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but hopefully we can get that pushed down. Do I go live in New York? No, I don't go live on New York because of the competition. I pretty much kind of set this time frame for myself. This was typically mine and Stock Tiger's time slot. Now everyone wants to stream at this time too, which is kind of funny, but which is whatever. But yeah, that's the reason. I mean, I used to stream New York and I didn't get any channel growth whatsoever. Now that I stream the Globex Open every single day, and I've been doing it for probably a year straight, every single Globex Open, the channel's been growing like crazy. I am thinking about expanding and looking for new subscribers, so like expanding some times, things like that, and so that way I can find new subscribers. I don't want the channel to get stale, so I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet, but gold's unstable. Too jumpy eye trades. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, the dancing avocado. Yeah, who do we have for a sub? Mohad, thank you so much for the sub. Let's go, Gap Phil. I'm with you. Nice Trader University. How many funded accounts evals you rocking right now? So I have 20 Apex accounts funded. I have 3 Tradeifys funded. I had 5 Take Profit Trader accounts funded. I am down to 4. And as far as evals right now, I'm just working on this Tradeify eval. Nothing else matters until I have Take Profit Trader funded accounts. That's kind of how I play. Nothing else matters till I have those funded. Then once I have those funded, then I can feel like I can just base hit. Like with Tradeify fundeds today, like these 3, I just took 250 or 228 bucks, and I just called it on all 3. I copy traded them, $228, nice solid trade, and I was done. Pawn in the house, what's up? Yeah, Rain, yeah, for sure. Kind of pawn, yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to do earlier. Oh, let's go, come on. Bang, solid trade. All right, swept that 5-minute ORB. So beautiful, I mean, trading small, up 300 bucks. Obviously, if this was minis, this probably would have passed the count. But, after getting beat up last night on stream so bad that I figured, well, you know what? Let's just be patient. Let's trade small and then look for the best setup as we can. And then, like Pawn said, let's have a reasonable stop that's just far enough away so I don't get whipped out. And then look for a nice R&R trade. So if you guys are just tuning in, we took a beautiful short on gold from here, from 4998 all the way down to 4982. So that was a beautiful trade. And then we just took a Nasdaq short. Well, we tried a long. No, we tried a short originally. I got scared out again. That was the first trade of the day, I think. I lost 10 points. I got paper cut, and then we hopped back in short again off this Harami. and then just rode it down to the other side of the 5-minute ORB, which is a trade I love to fade. I like doing that in New York too. So doesn't always happen in New York. I don't think it happened today. I think the 5-minute ORB paid. But yesterday, this was the first 5-minute ORB candle right here, and I ended up fading it. So here it is. We pushed up above it, so I had a bunch of longs going long because people love taking the 5-minute ORB longs. And what I love to do is I like to take the short. So I ended up going short. No particular setup. I was kind of based on momentum, and I'm taking the short all the way down and then taking profit right there. So I love to fade that candle, the first 5-minute candle. It just gets faded. It just gets, it presents a nice setup because you know there's a bunch of liquidity or volume sitting down just below it. So how you guys doing? How long did it take you to become profitable? 3.5 years, 4 years. Gaming trader. Took me 3 years to get a payout. Took me 3 years to get one payout. And then I did not have that much tuition. So I had about 15, I think like 15 or 17,000. I don't quite remember in tuition with prop firms. And then I ended up in the first payouts I got was 4 Apex accounts, and I made like 9,000, like close to 10,000. So yeah, it didn't take me long to, get profitable with props. It just didn't take me long. There wasn't that whole pass or smash or pass in one day type of trading that back in 2021, and like no one did that stuff. So it was you didn't, the accounts were expensive, but you didn't blow them in one day. Do you spam trading subreddit groups, communities with your links to your profile? No, Chip, I don't. I'm not even on Reddit. I don't even know anything about Reddit. Feel free, Chip, to spam the channel if you go on Reddit. I don't even know Reddit. Shout out Pine and Tiger. Yeah, I love Tiger. Thriveify. Yeah. You have 50Ks or 50Ks or 150Ks. So I have right now with Take Profit Trader, I have 50Ks and 150Ks, and then with everything else, I pretty much trade 50Ks. So all my Apex accounts are 50Ks. I would like to have all 150Ks with Apex, but 50Ks are very, they're much easier to pass. So, all right, currently up 305. Got 1,032 in drawdown left on this account now again. So went from having almost no drawdown to having another 1,000. So be nice to be able to turn this account around and pass it. Thank you, Jim. JM Hardy, I mean. Thank you, Shads. Australian unemployment in 8 minutes. Okay. I'm behind in the chat again. How do we log into different Pro Tradeovate accounts in the same browser? You mean like have them separate, like on different screens? Is that what you mean? Because you just have to, like if you want to trade like old school copy trading, you kind of do, you separate the, I can't even do it on here, but you just kind of have them like that, lined up. But you got to sign in each one. I'm actually not sure what you're asking. Do I get notified for who tunes in? No, I don't. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Coach Fred's answer. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Swall futures, you fade it sometimes too. Mary Dumpness, Gold is Sneaking 49. Did you pick up 5 Top Step accounts? No, I haven't. I haven't bought any Top Steps. Honest take. Thank you. Hey, Stevie J in the house. What's going on, man? Beautiful trade on the NQ. Thank you so much. Heard you had a good day as well today. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? You guys doing all right? Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. I actually haven't asked that tonight. Helps the YouTube algorithms. Got 262 viewers, 115 likes. Let's get those likes up. I got a lot of competition now during the Globex, so we gotta get those likes up. I got people coming after me, they're chasing me. Thank you so much. Yeah. Omnius. Yeah, there's like all kinds of people. Isn't it nuts? Do I stream on just YouTube? Yeah, I do. I'm thinking, I don't know. I think there's a way to stream on other things too. Actually, I was gonna look into that today. I kind of forgot. Like Twitter, Kick. I don't know. I think there's a way to do it, but I'm not really sure. Hey, let's go, Chip. Yeah, if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, so I have a pretty good following on Twitter. It's starting to grow. If you guys haven't followed me on there, I'll place the link in the chat. I also have a free Discord if you guys want to join that. Here's my link to my Twitter. I'm also on TikTok, and I'm on there doing the peeky dance, and but I'm on Instagram as well. So if you want to follow me on the gram, it's mainly for so everything that I do is to funnel people to YouTube. Because the only thing that really matters to me is like YouTube. So this is my Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I appreciate it. My X is starting to grow. Twitter's starting to grow pretty good. So which is nice. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking for another trade here. Had a pretty good night, up 305. In case people pop in like, this guy is not trading while I'm up. I know you start getting many accounts. If you're trading Apex or whatever, you have like 20 accounts. You try to show your account numbers. I see like some streamers, they got their accounts up there, and then the next thing you know, they're trying to stream. Their chart is like this big because they get all their accounts listed up there. It's like, I don't know. It's just too much going on the screen. I try to have a lot less going on. I do want to try to change my layout a little bit though. Gonna spruce things up a bit. Make some improvements. How the TPTs? Daily payout today, bro. Yeah, right here. I blew one. I passed 3. Blew 1. I have 1 here. Made $3,565 on it today. So yeah, it was a wild I did a lot of trading today, not gonna lie. A lot of trading. Oh, Discord, yeah. Sorry. So yeah, so I got a Discord. I would love some suggestions on it. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to like post it in the Discord. I'm not a, you know, I'm not very techie. I mean, I make all my own stuff. I make all my own thumbnail. I mean, I'm sure it shows. I mean, I made my own website. I'm very much homegrown. So I'd love, if you guys have any suggestions for the Discord, I'd love to, one of the goals is to be able to get it. This is my website too. If you guys, I gotta update it. I didn't update it today, so it's not really current, but it does have all my links to the prop firms. If you just use code PINE. The only one that's weird is PINE with a capital P for trade day. So if you're picking up any accounts, if you want to, you know, help support this channel, please use my code. But yeah, so anyways, what I was gonna say is like I'd love to be able to get the Discord so it kind of runs on its own, and to have people in there, you know, communicating and talking and chatting all day. That would be awesome. But I find it's a rarity, because I go to other streamers Discords and they're all kind of lame, mine included. The only one that's not is 0 Day J's and Kellyanne's, like, that I'm part of, which is awesome, perfectly cool. I don't ever expect mine to be like that, but I'd love to be able to do something better on the Discord, and so that way it's, you know, whatever. They're like $3 an hour and have some experience. Virtual assistance chip. Yeah, I'll look into that too. It's tough to like be able to, you know, let someone in and access your stuff, especially in this biz. We're getting a little bounce here on Nasdaq. Nice bounce here off 916. Pushing up here to 950s. Let's take a look at gold here. What's gold up to? Yeah, not really doing much. Gold's not really doing much. A little scalp off that inside bar, possibly. But just kind of hanging out below the VWAP, kind of flagging out. Yeah, so anyways, I was going to talk about my game plan. So my game plan with the Apex accounts, I'm trying something a little different. Like, here's my trade sinker right here. So you can see I copy traded just 10 accounts today. You can see that I have all 20 here. I also have some evals, and what I plan on doing, I did take an L on them today, which is a small L. I preferred if it was smaller, but I'm going to rotate the account. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to trade this batch down here, rotate this account, and then the next day I'm going to trade these accounts. I'm just going to rotate it, and I'm going to try to do some systematic trading that I've been working on, some systems that, you know, hit around 75. Right now I got them right around 70 to 80% win rate. 1-to-1. So, but I think by rotating the accounts, I'm spreading out the risk, right? So like today I took the L, maybe tomorrow's a winner, and then these accounts will be green. And that's what I'm gonna try. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I have too many accounts. I have 4 evals. When I was playing Pass or Smash the other day, trying to get my 20 accounts, I ended up buying too many. First world problems. But what happens is I bought too many and they didn't activate right away, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was literally playing Pass or Smash. I'm talking 10 minis. 10 minis, 15 points, you know, that whole thing. Make $3,000 in one shot. And I was doing it really quickly and going through accounts, and then I was like, oh, I need more accounts. So I bought a few more to try to Pass or Smash, and then I didn't see that they didn't activate, and I was like, oh. And then once I had passed all 20, I look and I'm like, oh man, I had 4 evals that I didn't even trade yet. So that kind of sucks. That was a waste of, you know, let's just say $100. So I don't know. Although I could try to pass them and then just maybe trade, and if I do pass them, then just trade like 3 or 4 of these aggressively once these ones are passed. Not like full porting them or anything, but just, you know, trade them with minis and kind of look for like big scalps during the New York Open. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm planning on doing with my Apex accounts. I'm planning on trying to take it really slow. The goal last time when I ended up getting the big payout was to be able to just see how long I could keep the accounts around. And if the payout came, then the payout came. And so that's what I'm trying to do. How many funded accounts do I have? 27. 27 funded right now. Stevie J, 0 days wild. Yeah, I know. He's funny. You know, you see me hanging out there all the time. Why not using Tradeovate copier? Just because I like to use the brackets. So, like when I trade the righty, I use a bracket called this righty. This is the bracket I use. So I like to just kind of have that bracket. It just keeps me from, I mean, you can manually put it in, but it just keeps me more disciplined if I have the bracket come on. And so by using TradeSyncer right now, if anyone's interested in TradeSyncer, I'm not fully affiliated with them, but I'm trying. It's so funny. They're like, I'm trying to get a code with them. There's the link for TradeSyncer. I have been liking it. But anyways, the reason why is because with TradeSyncer you can just literally set the, let's see, details. All right, so you set the lead account. So if you go to the cockpit, you set the lead account, which is this one with the crown. So it's 176. So if I go to Apex right here and I go to 176, whatever I do on this account will just transfer on to all these accounts, whatever accounts I have. If I want to add more connections, then you can add more. And then you can just like hit the switch and then it'll just add all these. And then whatever I do on that lead account, it'll do on all those accounts. So it's pretty neat and it works pretty well. I haven't had too many issues with it at all. During the open, you'll notice that there's like a lot of volatility. And when you try to when you try to go in and out on a scalp real quick, you'll notice if you go to the cockpit, it'll show you P&L and stuff, and it tends to be delayed, and it freaked me out last week when I was copy trading all the accounts because I had closed out my position, but the P&L and stuff didn't catch up, and it still showed that I had open positions on like maybe like half of my 17 accounts that I had. And I was freaking out. I was like, oh no. I was like, what is going on? And it was nothing but, it turns out all the accounts were flat. It just wasn't caught up on the trade copier. Because I was like hitting flatten all, you know, cancel all, flatten all, and yeah. It's nice for, as being an influencer too, is where you can hit this right here, and then you can you know, post this on your Twitter or whatever too, you know, so you can show your simfluencer status. But yeah. All right, you guys, so watching Nasdaq here. I'm currently flat. I took 2 banger trades for the most part. Small size. And right now I got nothing. I mean, I don't see much. Take a look at silver here. Just kind of waiting for a spike in volatility or something. Gold, nice, possibly a nice little short. We still have some zero prints down here. We could try to screw up these accounts, which is perfectly fine. We're here to trade. Nice little inside bar break. Cancel all, flatten all. Yeah. Kind of put you in a panic. All right, I'm gonna try a short here on gold. Stop at the high of this candle, and I'm gonna target these zero prints again, down there at let's see. Let's look. I'm thinking, yeah, 49.79, 49.77 points and a half. 49.75 maybe if we want to push down into there, but I'm gonna place a stop up there, risk $71, and then hopefully target down into here, maybe eat back some of this wick. So the funny thing is, if you look, came almost about 50% of that wick. Perhaps we did on the minis, but we are short again. Let's see, 49.77. Something like that, maybe. All right, let's see if it works. Short off that inside bar. Need a little momentum. Probably not going to get the spike in momentum until the top of the hour, which is perfectly fine. Hopefully you guys can stay with me and hang out. Now I've seen a lot of the regulars here tonight. Maybe they got cabooshed, but I appreciate everyone else here. Yeah, yo Jim, what's up? Jared, yeah, you guys here. All right, Trader Mo's, let's go. Yeah, I was just trying to get you guys fired up. Chat was getting a little dry there, but it's all good. I know you guys are trading. You guys got to learn to multitask. Like, you got to learn how to chat and trade. And no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Jared, you're here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. What is today? Wednesday? I didn't go to the gym today. I did. I've been going. I've been doing the 3 days on, 1 day off. 3 days on, 1 day off. Today was my off day, and I decided to degen and just trade. Seems like that's what I did all day, was just trade. See if we get this pushed down here. Too much trading for the gym? Yeah. Come on, get down there. Take a look at Nasdaq real quick. Capital P for trade day work today. I appreciate you, JLD. Yeah, that's another one, JLD. I gotta get some trade day accounts because ideally, if you can have the 3 trade days and 5 take profit trader accounts, trade day will move you to live pretty quickly. But those end of day accounts, if you can get those end of day accounts, those are great for day 1 passes. You know, that's what got me today on Take Profit Trader Pro account. So I passed 2 pro accounts yesterday. The intraday trailing got me. That's what really got me. It was the intraday. You know, I hate finishing or blowing an account when you're in profit, but that's literally what happened today. With trade day, you can get the end of day accounts. It's the same, pretty much the same rules as far as getting to a payout. You get over that buffer of oof, look at that wick down. $2,000 on a 50K, and then you could start to build up towards that daily payout. And when you have the end of day account, what is going on? My trade evade is resetting and going crazy. Let's take a look at the zero prints here. So this trade is working out pretty well. Still think gold can get pushed down into the 77s, 75s, 74s. See if it wants to go. It literally bounced right 50% of this wick. I feel like 0-day J with this fib on there. I gotta take that off. The Fib King. Yellow color is the inside bar. Yep. And if you're trading on Trade Evade, the indicator is LDT inside outside bars. If you want the indicator, it's in the community, the Trade Evade community indicators. 49.76. That's what my target is. I got to stop up there at 49.990. Top of the hour here in just a few minutes. Can't stand having that on my screen. I hate looking at it. I almost like having just like ticks on my my chart. If you could just show ticks, but because one of the things that really I'm really trying to improve on is not playing the P&L and just watching the trade. I don't know how many of you guys, when you're trading, you're literally just watching your P&L instead of what's actually going on the charts. I think that could be a big mistake. You really should just watch what the candles are doing, or whatever you're trading, your Rankos or whatever. I'll tend to just watch the P&L. And I think that's a big mistake, because you really want to just focus on what's happening on the chart. The nice thing is if you have a target or a profit. So when you have a stop loss that's defined and a profit target that's defined, that really doesn't matter. Well, if you're kind of trading discretionary and you're just kind of like, ooh, like we're really pushing down on momentum and I don't really have a profit target in mind, so you really should just try to watch the candle instead of like watching what your P&L is doing. But it's definitely a habit to just stare at that P&L. All right, put in a Harami candle here. What is this doing? Camera Hub 2.0. Get out of here. In the middle of my stream? Really? That was a beautiful short off this inside bar. It really was already. I mean, 6 points, 6.2 points. It's like one of the things that we talked about yesterday is when you trade in micros, it doesn't feel like you're making you don't get many points, because, you don't make that much money when you're trading just one micro on the gold. But, because if that was a mini, that would have been, $600 just on that push. Bang. But it's definitely a lot less stressful trading the micro. 49.60 is interesting. Oh, nice, Scott Watterson. Hey, Miss K in the house. What's up? Miss K is here to tell everyone to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 200. Really appreciate it. I know it's annoying, but it does help the YouTube algorithm. That's how we get new subs every single night, because it puts people it puts it on people's feeds. This is why I get someone like Tory Trades popping on my YouTube feed every single day, and even though I'm not even subscribed. it's like I have like my trading, because like Pine Tree Trader, I have my trading feed. So it's like I'm subscribed to, Alpine and Nutty Bar and all these different people. And so I only usually watch trading stuff on that YouTube channel. And then I have another alt account that I just watch whatever on. Well, like the YouTube algorithm loves her, because she pops on my feed all the time with this new Ferrari, this purple Ferrari that she bought. I do like this trade in hindsight. Just, I don't know if this will work out fully for the downside, but if you look at this, speaking of the purple Ferrari tan line here, breaking that inside bar and then the little bear flag break. One of my favorite trades on Nasdaq is when you get a true bear flag or a bull flag, and then you have an inside bar that's like right at the edge of that break of that bull or bear flag, and then it breaks it. Boy, that is like, I guess that would be like an A+ setup. And you feel like you just full port that sucker, because it works so well. Let's get down there. Come on. Scott Olato just posted in the Discord. Is there anyone out there? I said, yeah, I know. That's how my Discord feels. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. It's a little loud, sorry. There we go. A little different music here. Come on, let's get that push down here. It's 49.78. Looking for those zero prints to be filled. If we can get down there, we can call it top of the hour here. Come on. What am I watching on the other channel? Something suspicious? No, but I do use that channel to go in there and troll other trading streamers. They don't know it's me. And since I have a lot of crossover fans, I'll tell you, but I go into 0 Day J's chat all the time and troll him, and nothing mean. I usually get him laughing, but he has no idea it's me. And I do it about every day. So, which is kind of funny. It's my own little amusement. And I'll never tell you guys who it is. All right, getting a little pop here off that inside bar. I might close. Yeah, this. All right, I'm closing it out now. The little inside bar here. We're top of the hour. We could get that spike in volume and just yanked us right back up to the VWAP. I don't really know. I mean, I still think these zero prints get run though. So, but we are gonna get that movement, that 8 o'clock movement now, which usually you start getting that spike. But up a few, 300 bucks. I mean, I thought it was in trading, like literally like 1, 2, 3 micros. I think we got into 5 micros on the MNQ on the second push back down into the 5-minute ORB. But yeah, literally just like 1 micro on the gold. So it kind of shows you that you can take a nice base hit, especially on funded accounts, trading small during New York. So, ooh, you know what? No one was here. No one was here to remind me. I think we can probably take our payouts from Take Profit Trader, right? All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it there. I think it was a good night. That was some good trading. That was I felt some redemption from the trading last night, and we'll do it again tomorrow night. Please smash that like button. Oh, Mr. Tactical, yeah, I was like looking for you, but I must have missed it in the stream, or maybe I was just, I don't know. Who knows where I was doing. Thank you so much, Mr. Tactical. I was like, Mr. Tactical usually tells us, so stay tuned for the outro music. And like I said, use code PINE right now. Apex 90% off. See if you can get those 20 accounts. Copy trade them if you are trading with them. You know, all the other prop firms, code PINE. My Funded Futures, code PINE. For now, it's still working with My Funded Futures. I appreciate the support. So if you're picking up any accounts with them, and of course, Take Profit Trader, Trade Day, Tradeify, all the top dogs, just use code PINE. Trade Day, PINE with a capital P, if you'd like to help support this channel. That's why we do it, right? And hopefully we have a nice green day tomorrow. I had a nice daily payout today of $1,500. Blew one pro account and then took a small L of $300 from my Apex accounts. But we live to trade another day, and we'll hopefully tackle it again tomorrow. So appreciate all of you. I'm gonna go eat some dinner, some supper, and do it again. Appreciate you. Peace. Later.
Wrist tight. Inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market.